Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you can step.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping it for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. For Kenner here, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well, considering the yards that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyquan Thornton laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on. Hey, up the offense. Keep it up. Hey, where's Bronco?
Now Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. St. Brown in motion right. On 2nd down, Hooker can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But if you're a fan of defense, especially this defense, you like what you're seeing here in the early going, play with some great energy, already have a sack, and on that one, came back and forced an incompletion. They're getting after him.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over.
Do not kick it to 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They're trying to get
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No. What was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
Here's Hooker. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing after the interception. Hooker. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive player?
He's got a man complete. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown, Chicago! Evan Ingram, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Hooker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Throwing. Hooker. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Hooker to the air yet again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Gibbs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Hooker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Ultra. Hurry, hurry.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Strike. Check striker. Ready?
Now back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Hey, blue. Strike blue.
They'll set up a throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
10 cycles.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 70. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. That one let go deep for Laporta. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. There he goes, left side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion.
Drill green. Black ultra. Edo blue. On the ball. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is going to wind up incomplete, so they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 9-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a 1st down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Hooker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Trying to throw again here, Hooker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Hooker to throw it. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. From the gun, it's Hooker. Open man right side is St. Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll go for it. Hooker. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Hooker's going to throw it out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hooker to the air yet again. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A big play that time through the air. And even 40 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Down. Ready?
Robinson is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 56, Lions 15. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Bust through the tackle. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Hooker. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And that will be incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Put me in the game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63. Lions 15. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First target, first catch at a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
70. 18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw, Hooker. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down throw here. It's Hooker. This to Laporta, right side. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, 38 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Touchdown, Chicago! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Bears just continue to roll. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 70, Lions 21. Cairo Santos to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Hooker now off play action. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball They like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 21. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing. Hooker. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike, and he's brought down. can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Cycle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. Big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the Lions again lining up for the two-point try. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.